Hey guys.
Hey everyone. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the love on the last video. We are so excited to start that new adventure and to share it with you all, and we just really appreciate you all being here and just being so supportive. It's really awesome.
It's a big decision that we've made, and I know you guys have loved what we've done here too, and we loved what we've done here, and we were a little bit nervous to show you guys this is what we're doing now. It's totally a step in a different direction, but we had so many wonderful comments. So much of you are invested in what we're doing, and we definitely feel the love.
Yeah, and it hasn't been an easy decision to leave this place because, you know, we've put so much blood, sweat, and tears into it, but it just feels right.
Yeah.
And
we're super excited.
So we have been busy cleaning up and packing and moving. We've done a few loads of stuff out to the new property, but we're still here and we've got a big fire going. We actually have some videos. So the next 2 videos are going to be from some trips that we took to the new property over the winter. We built some stuff out there, so you get to see kind of the winter experience out there. And yeah, we just have those videos because we're so busy with moving and all of that stuff. So we'll be sharing new footage from the property soon, but we just got to get ourselves out there first. We thought we would just take you around and show you how different it looks here because we've been busy cleaning everything. This is where the sawmill was. You'll be happy to know we're taking the mill with us. It's actually already there. So there's going to be some milling. Greg is really excited to try milling the burnt trees that are standing. There's some pretty big trees out there still that look like they should be pretty useful. So he's excited to kind of dip his fingers into that and see what kind of lumber we can get.
And one thing is, there were a few commenters saying, well, you bought 300 acres of trees that you can't use to mill. I look forward very much to prove you wrong. So a lot of them are bad, but lots are good. There's some huge old growth timber that it still has its bark all the way to the top. So there's tons of board feet in those, and there's tons of stuff
piles
everywhere.
Of logs that when the property was logged, they left some piles there. So yeah, those look like good logs. So yeah, this is where the mill was. We got it all cleaned up, all burnt. We've got, well, there's 1 log left, or 2 logs left over here. We, I don't know, I guess those will be firewood for the new people maybe. All that we have left now is little piles of throwaway stuff. We got our fence back in on this side. It's looking good. We got the compost out of the front yard, so that's nice and tidy. The grass is sprouted. It's looking very green around here. We got our shed cleaned up. That's all good to go. Skirting is done. Got the tool table taken down finally. It's looking really nice.
It's finally clean around here.
Yeah, it's finally clean and tidy and just looking so awesome here. We got some nice big boulders around the water tank so that you know that you can't drive there. So that looks really nice. And then this area is all cleaned up as well. We're gonna do a property house tour video once we get all of our trash stuff cleaned up, and so that'll be coming out soon. But for now, we're gonna go back in time and you'll get to see our new property in the winter. So hopefully you enjoy the video, and yeah, we'll see you soon. We have arrived at our new property. We're here for 2 days to build a chicken coop. And we brought a first load of stuff. We got here just before dark and we're getting the trailer set up. And what do you know, the 12-volt plug isn't working. The little lighter insert thing. So Greg is trying to jimmy rig it because we've got a little jumper pack for starting a vehicle if the battery's dead. And we can run off of that, but it's small. It's not a very big battery. And so we've got a few power stations and a generator to get us through the next 2 days, 3 nights, and really hoping that we can get it figured out. Greg's got a grinder over here grinding something. I'm not sure what it is. He's trying to fix the plug. We're about an hour and a half on icy roads from town, so we're trying not to go into town tomorrow. We were planning on it because we were gonna bring all of our stuff here and then go back in the morning and pick up lumber, but we had enough room on our trailer to grab the lumber, so we've got everything we need. And we just need heat. We at least have the propane stove, but it's not ideal to be running that the whole time. If we could run the furnace, that would be much nicer. And we got to get the tarp pulled off a little bit at least. I'm kind of hoping he can go up there and we can just fold it back and have the windows open at least. Maybe even just on the one side, so we can maybe keep some of the heat in with the tarp, but still have a little bit of light in there naturally. Dogs are happy. Aspen doesn't do good in the vehicle. She always pukes. So I thought I would just give her a few kibbles this morning to eat, but that was enough to make her sick. And then she's had the runs too, so I feel bad for her because she's been patiently in the truck waiting for us to let her out, which we try not to do too often just because with 3 dogs and other people out on the roads and dogs and stuff at the rest areas, it's just a lot to manage. We try to just get here as fast as possible. It's about an 8-hour trip, so it's -4. Should be -7 tonight. Feels like -11 is what the forecast said last time I checked. We don't have any reception, so this is it. It's beautiful. There's all this hoar frost on the trees and everything, so hoping that the clouds will lift tomorrow and we can get a little bit of sun, but we'll have to see.
Connect it to here and then it can charge that way. But it also charges, I can plug this into the truck and it will charge it.
Okay. What
it's going down.
What did you find?
Okay, hold on a second. So this is what's broken. So most of these have a little fuse right there.
What is it? Show us what it is. We can't really.
So this is a 12-volt plug. Yeah. This is how we turn on the lights inside here and run the furnace. Thank you. If I'm trying to fix one that looks like this, but it's very difficult to get to the fuse, and I broke a piece on the inside. Katie had a great idea that we have this one that's a part of this jumper pack that I can use instead. So it's a very easy splice to do. Very easy splice to do.
And after this trip, we're gonna have about 50 of those 12-volt things on hand at all times. Last time we were out here, well, not last time, one of the times we were out here, we went driving around. Our friends Phil and Divine came here. We took them driving around the property, and when we got back to the campsite, we got out of the vehicle and Greg had left the key in the ignition, which left a little light on or something, and they went home. We carried on with our night, got up in the morning to go into town, and the truck was dead. We hadn't seen a single vehicle out here because we are way out, and we can kind of see the road here, so it was pretty quiet the whole time that we were here. And we know that there's houses kilometers away, and then there's a cell tower about 10 kilometers the other direction, and we don't know who lives out here, so we weren't sure if we should walk to the nearest house or should we start walking towards the cell tower where we can try to phone someone to come give us a jump. And so we started going towards the houses, and someone that was working like a forestry natural resource group of people ended up driving past, thankfully really shortly after we started walking, and they came and gave us a jump. But after that we got this jumper pack, so it's saving the day. Not in the way that it's meant to, because with the new truck we're not as worried about that, but I really hope that this works, because that jumper pack is running out of batteries quickly and we got to get this cold soak out of there. That fuse blew immediately. Not sure why, but Greg is going to hot wire it somehow. I am glad that he knows that stuff. It's either going to be a dark night or a bright night with the lights in the furnace.
Okay, so I got a thicker amp fuse. Worst that happens is we burn up this wire because it's like a nothing gauge wire.
Can you just put it onto this wire?
No, because it's all connected through here.
Oh, right.
If worst comes to worst, I could probably pull this apart and rebuild it. But I really
Can you put that other fuse in the other plug? With the thicker wire?
I broke the plug itself. All right. We got power.
Yeah, lights are on.
72 watts. That's a watt boost in the wire. But
It's not going to catch on fire, is it?
it'll be okay. It's just don't run any big 12-volt things. Like let's be easy on the 12-volt system.
What's 12 volt?
Well, we're running the
lights?
lights and the
Furnace.
heater in the furnace. Thank God. Thank God.
Got a log pile. We're gonna build a chicken coop. We've got today and tomorrow to get this done. We're doing 8 by 12 because that's solid sheets of plywood, and that should be enough space for the birds that we have. It's gonna be very rough and dirty, just something that we can put the birds in and have them safe when we move here. And on our next trip, we'll be working on a goat shelter. We saw wolf tracks this morning on our little walk around, so it's definitely going to be important to have good, solid animal containment here. And yeah, this is going to be raw, very unedited video, time-lapse style. We're going to start cutting up these logs to make some skids and get right into it. Forgot to pull the camera out, but I just pulled this rubber out of the truck, the first piece I could get to, and it's the perfect size.
It's the perfect size. No holes either.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's...
Katie.
That sound better?
Make the decision. This is better, yeah. On that side, in total honesty, this was in trail.
Yeah.
So
it's poisonous.
pinhole. Okay, so Katie and I went and had some lunch, but Katie didn't have a very good sleep last night, so she's gonna have a nap while I work on roof trusses. Okay, it's roof truss time. We didn't bring any out because we figured we should have the time to mill them up. Saves us a bit of money. We didn't really want to spend any money on this, but I think we're like $600 or $700 for the wood and all that stuff. So, hey, take a look at this beautiful pile behind me. We certainly have roof trusses hiding in the midst. So I'm going to, I've got a little jig set up here. You'll see in a second. And I'm going to take some logs on there and you'll see how I'm going to pull roof trusses out of them.
We worked into the dark. We worked into the dark last night, but we got the roof on. Last time we checked the forecast before we left, it said it was going to be snowing today. Maybe it'll snow tonight. Still not, who knows at this point. But we didn't want to be dealing with the roof and slippery plywood, trying to get the rubber on in the snow. So we just went until we got that on. So we have some scrap pieces of plywood left to put around the door there, but that's about it. A little bit at the back there. Not super worried about it. And just happy to have this done. Looks awesome. And it only took us a day to throw up, so it's good. We'll be able to do a couple more like this. And the sun has come out today, which is really nice because part of this trip was coming out here in the winter to see where the sun is and what we should be doing for solar, where we could put the solar. Wanted to check out our potential build site, and the sun came out on our last day, so really happy about that. You love it, Boo?
So we built it in a day, and it's ready for us to finish when it's time to bring the chickens out here. We obviously need to get the rubber all trimmed up and get some proper trimmer on the top, but this is good for the winter now. At least we're this much closer to getting where we need to be so that we can bring our animals out here. I'm really motivated because Katie and I smashed this out in 10 hours in total, 10 hours of work. We've got 100 square foot chicken coop on skids that we can drag wherever we need. So it feels good to pound out a project like that, and there will be gazillions, tens of gazillions left after we're finished this one. So we're gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. We are having a wonderful week. The sun's coming out now. Ta-ta for now.